So to finish of day 25, or the rest of day 25, I go back to the workshop. I was asked to help fabricate some bits and pieces on a drill. Looked at it, discussed with the person that was building it, and we decided we needed more metal and some more bolts. So that was that. Then we got a phone call from a gentleman with an AdBlue problem. He said it got worse since it was someone last went out to him. So I got tasked with that. Meant to be possibly a quality sensor for the AdBlue. AdBlue quality should be roughly 30 to 39%. Well, for us anyway. So this was reading 25.3 and 25's the cut off. After that it goes, nah, don't want to play ball anymore. So someone had gone out to it, diagnosed it was crap AdBlue, drained the tank and put some fresh stuff in it. Well, it was still playing about, so I went out to it. We took the tank off, took the sender out, and there was like a gooey substance on it, where the old AdBlue had still there, because it hadn't been flushed out, it had just been drained out, and then cut the fresh tanks put through it. So our system is, before you diagnose anything, you just replace the filters. So, but I mean, to replace the filter on this old girl in the stack, on the tank, or in the tank, you have to take the tank off, which is great fun. Yeah, that was me taking the tank off, replaced the filter, made sure there was no massively shitty bits in the tank, but like I say, there was a goo in there where the AdBlue had, like, I don't know how you say it, it turned it into what looked like Vaseline. So cleaned all that, put the stack back in, put the tank back on, removed the pump, changed the filter in the inlet, I changed the filter in the outlet, I changed the check valve on the inlet, changed the main filter out, and that was black. That was like properly black, and all the AdBlue inside that bowl was all cloudy and like shitty brown. That shouldn't be that, as you should know, AdBlue should be clear. So we changed that, went upstairs to the engine, pulled the injector off, and the injector was just covered in poor AdBlue crystals. Like, the whole injector was just gummed up with that. So removed that, removed the injector, cleaned it all off, cleaned all the crap out from inside the exhaust and around the exhaust, changed the filter in there, changed the gasket, put it all back together, bled the system, because you can do tests to run the pump up the pressure and that, done all that, and the AdBlue light wouldn't turn off, but then it just, the fault was that the AdBlue light would come on, or the emissions light would come on and then go off a couple of minutes later. So it went off, I deleted all the fault codes out of it, we took it for a run, done a tank full, like 11,000 litres I think it's got, this one. Yeah, got a tank into it, and the AdBlue quality was fluctuating around 27%, which ain't great, but it's better. It's better than it was, and it stayed there. It stayed like between 27 and a quarter and 27 and 3/4. So I said to the gentleman, right, well, you've got a choice now. We can either leave it and run off a couple more tanks through it, and then it should, that should help the AdBlue quality get better. Or we can buy a stack, and the stack's like £700 plus the time it's going to take for me to take the fucking AdBlue tank off again to fit it. And he was like, right, well, if we get back to the thing, we'll key it off, leave it for a couple of minutes, turn it back on, and if the light don't come on, I'm happy. If the light comes on, we'll change the stack. So, alright, okay, cool. And all the time I'm running, like, logging data. I'm logging all the data, logging the CAN software, all the CAN data, logging the engine data, the SCR,
the A14 and the
SCR data. I'm doing all that. So you can see what he's doing. Exhaust was up to temperature, was all doing what it was meant to be doing. But yeah, so he turned it off. We unloaded the tank, turned it off for literally 2.5 minutes, I think it was, because I had the CAN log. He would like counting down or counting the time. And then he turned it back on, and there was no faults, and it was saying that the AdBlue quality at that point was 32.5%. Which is a lot better than it was. So yeah, he was happy. He was like, I'll run a few tanks through it, go from there, and yeah, so we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, that was me until 9 o'clock last night. So happy days. He's happy. I was sort of happy, a bit of overtime, but there you go. I mean, my daughter was up with my mum and dad at the moment. She's got 8 days up there because my missus is working a lot of lates and I can't guarantee what time I'm going to be home each night. So daughter's with mum and dad, and yeah, that's that. Yeah, let me know if you liked the one previously or the early morning video, what I was doing, showing you a video of it, what I had to do for the day. Otherwise, I'll carry on doing what I'm doing. See you in a bit.